yogis and yogis. Having a bit of a rough day today. And what happens when I'm having a rough day? I get on my mat. So I'm doing just a little evening practice. Thought I would share that with you. And one of the things that I heard today that really touched my heart, and I wanted to share it with you all. It was actually from Portia de Rossi, and I saw it on the Ellen show. And she said that it's good to be loved, but it's profound to be understood. And I think that's all kind of what we're trying to do at some points. At all points in our life is just trying to be understood. And sometimes when we think that the ones that are supposed to love us the most, when they don't, or when things happen, it can get hurtful. And so, but that's their journey. And what we do with things that people say or do in our lives, we can create strength from our struggles. So come practice with me. Shea Puppy's ready. I'm gonna put her on her bed. Come on, baby, up. And yeah, let's just do a little practice. So let's begin in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale your hands towards the front edge of your mat. And then allow your sit bones to sink over your heels. Drop your head to your mat. You can even bring a block underneath your ribs just as a little more support. Roll your head side to side. And take some cleansing breaths. Set an intention. And you may even want to dedicate this class, this practice, to the sandpaper people in your life. And sandpaper people are the people that really piss you off. They feel like sandpaper. They rub up against you, they hurt you, they make you feel uncomfortable, they make you feel agitated. But over time, those sand people make you soft and smooth. So I'm dedicating my practice right now to all the sandpaper people in my life that have been my biggest teachers, and that over time have softened my heart and smoothed it out from all the hurt, from the anger, and from the upset. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. Do that again, full breath in. Big exhale all the way out. Gently make your way to table pose. Stack your wrists under your shoulders and bring a lot of space between your fingers. Curl your toes under. We're going to work on ankles, toes, and the soles of our feet for you, David. So here you go. I hope this helps. Now drop your head, round your back, tighten your belly, and exhale, lift your gaze. Let your belly hang. Take 3 or 4 more cat-cows with your breath. Relax the muscles in your neck. Exhale, drop your belly. And take your hips side to side. Do that again. Cat pose, Halloween cat. Cow pose. Pat the tops of your feet on your mat. Throw your toes back under. Come to a neutral spine. Bring your hands a few more inches from wherever you're at. Then roll over your toes. Stretch out your toes. Stretch out the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale down and through your heels. Downward facing dog. Whew. Roll out your ankles. Our twists. Rinse out our joints. Rinse
out our spine. So roll your ankles out. Twist them, roll them in one direction. Then twist and roll in the opposite direction. Bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. Inhale up onto your toes. Stretch out your soles. Exhale down through your heels. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Do that again. Inhale up onto your toes. Exhale down through your heels. Whew. One more time. Inhale up onto your toes. Down through your heels. Bend your knees. Look forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows with the opposite hands. Bend your knees a lot. And take your hips side to side. I love to use this pose as a dumping ground. Like, dump the crap out of your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Big exhale. Release your fingers to your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale to a halfway lift. Pull your shoulder blades together. Flat back. And you want your hands above or below your knees. You don't want to press your knee joints backwards. Breathe in. Bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Tighten your belly. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Bend your knees. Shoulder sweep your fingertips up to the ceiling. Lift your gaze. Lift your toes. Ground down through the four corners of your feet. Create a back bend in your lumbar spine. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's create and start our practice with the sound of the universe, the hymn of the universe, 1 Om. And I dedicate my practice this evening to all my sandpaper people. Take a full breath in. Circle sweep your fingertips up to the ceiling. Breathe in, lift your gaze, lift your heart. Dive down, hands down through heart center. Halfway lift, flat back, high plank. Step back in your plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Low plank, keep your elbows close to your sides. Don't go below your elbows with your shoulders. Upward facing dog. Pull your chest through your arms. Lift your gaze, press your toenails into your mat. Down dog, breathe out. Full inhale. Big exhale, sigh it out. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Full inhale. Extraordinary exhale. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Belly button to the back of your spine. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Ground down through the four corners of your feet. Reach for something you have never reached for before. And bring that down through your heart center. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. That's your high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Lift your thighs off your mat. Downward facing dog. Breathe in deep. Breathe out deep. Fill up. Empty your breath. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back. Bow forward. Chair pose. Come onto the ball mounds of your toes, of your feet. Stretch out your soles. And then bring your knees, your legs together. You want to pull to your center line as you're up on your toes. Then tilt your hips in and up towards your ribs. Engage your low belly. Sink in to your thighs. Lift your gaze. Full inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Flat back, shoulder blades to your spine. Chaturanga, high to low. Upward facing dog. Pull your shoulders down from your ears. Down dog, breathe out. Right side, warrior 1. Take your right toes to 12 o'clock. Then take a moment to set up your pose. You want your knee over your pinky toe. Square up your hips to the front edge of your mat. Palms face each other. Set your focus, your drishti, at one point where you focus. It's where all of your energy flows to. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Hands to heart center, pause. Fill up. Exhale, warrior two. Get big on your mat. Own your space. This is your pose of celebration. Hold space. Palms to the earth. Allow space between your fingers. Shoulder blades down and back. Flip your right palm to the ceiling. Reverse. Stay deep in your right knee. Enjoy your side stretch. Windmill all the way down. High plank, low plank. Up dog, breathe in, lift your gaze. Down dog, breathe out. Left side, warrior one. This side may feel different. Notice, then let that go. We're not always symmetrical in our bodies. That's all right. Take a moment to set this side up. Square your hips. Lengthen your arms. And then drop your shoulder blades down and back towards your hip bones. Set your focus. Breathe in deep. Exhale into your left thigh. Full breath in, lengthen your spine. Hands to heart center, pause. Inhale, warrior two. On your breath out, get big on your mat. In your pose of celebration, be completely unfuckwithable. You're here, you're in your space. Nobody can mess you because you are just as yourself. Left palm to the ceiling. Reverse, left hand goes back. Stay deep in your left thigh. Enjoy this side stretch. Come on down. High plank, low plank. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Full breath in. Exhale. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Bow. Mountain pose. Come all the way up. Lift your gaze. Lift your toes. Dive down. Halfway lift. Shoulder blades together. Chaturanga. Up dog. Shoulder blades touch. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Exhale to two. Flip and reverse. Flow your body. Know how you're moving. Windmill. Come on down. High, low, up, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Exhale to your warrior two. Flip and reverse. Come on down. High, low, up, downward facing dog. Breathe in deep. Exhale. Inhale your right foot up to the ceiling. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Then flex your ankle. Roll out your ankle, twist it open. This is your rinse through your ankle. Roll it out, rinse it out the opposite direction. Now get solid through your left foot and your left hand. Inhale your right hand up to the ceiling. This is a lot of core and balance. Breathe in, exhale, feet, foot and hand to your mat. Downward facing dog, pedal out a little bit. Left side, inhale your left foot up to the ceiling. Stack your hips. Now roll out your left ankle. Rinse. Circle it out the opposite direction. Rinse. Now get solid on your right side. Inhale your left hand up to the ceiling. Woo. Hang on. Tighten your core, your belly. Breathe in. Exhale down to your mat. Woo. Down dog. Pedal it out. Take your hips side to side. Breathe in. Exhale. Full breath in. Let all of your air go. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back. Bow forward. Chair pose. Come up to the ball mounds of your feet. Pull towards your center line. You can cactus your arms.
better for your shoulders if that feels good. Or palms face each other. Breathe in, hands to heart. Pause, fill up, stay on your toes. Twist to your right. Left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Gaze over your right shoulder to deepen your twist. Left hand down to your mat or your block. Inhale your right hand up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, sink into your sit bones. Fill up your lungs, twist a little more. Bow forward. Separate your feet. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale to a flat back. And then bow forward, drop your head. Shake your head out, no. And end on your yes. Release your fingers from your toes. Big toes back to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Tighten your belly. Fold. Chair pose. Sink into your chair pose. Palms face each other. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Pause. Inhale. Remember, you're on your toes. Now twist to your left. Woo. I'm feeling it on this side. Check your knees. You want your knees parallel to each other. Are you still on your toes? Come on, yogis and yogis, get on up. Open up your hands. Deepen your twist. You can also bring your left hand down to your sacrum, your low back. Get lower into your hamstrings. Keep pulling your legs together. Breathe in, forward, fold, bow. Separate your feet. Gorilla pose. Stand on your hands. You can stand on the backs of your hands or your palms. But wherever you're at, try lifting your heels. You can even come down into a squatted pose. This is a lot of balance. Keep your eyes open. If you're going to lose your balance, your hands aren't there to catch you. So tuck and roll if you feel as though you're about to lose your balance. Gently inhale your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Release your hands from your feet. Malasana pose, wide-legged straddle. And I'm going to take the supported wide-legged straddle. Drop your sit bones down to your block. Bring your elbows on the insides of your knees. Your hands at heart center. Take a moment to reconnect with your intention, your dedication. Oh, my sandpaper people, you have made me soft. You've smoothed out my heart. I thank you. I thank you for being my biggest teachers. I send you gratitude and I send you love. Come back to breath. Breathe in deep. Breathe out deep. Give yourself gratitude just for showing up on your mat. Sometimes that's the hardest step. Gently come up, tailbone up to the ceiling. Release your blocks, literally, metaphorically. Toes back to touch. Inhale, flat back. Bow forward. Mountain pose. Come all the way up. Eagle, right side. Right arm under left. Right leg over left. Flex your ankle. Separate your toes. And eventually we want to try to get our foot behind our calf muscle. That's more of a 20-year plan pose for me. In about 8 or 9 years, that hasn't happened yet. Maybe in 20 it will for me. Breathe in. Exhale, elbows to knees. Pause. Fill up your lungs. Airplane pose. Release your binds. Drop your arms down by your sides. Flex your toes towards your nose. Tighten your belly. Fill up your lungs. Pause. Breathe in. Half moon. Grab your block here. If you don't have your block, grab your water bottle. Yeah, a water bottle can be a great prop. You want your left toes at 12 o'clock. Inhale your right fingertips up to the ceiling. And then bend your left knee a little bit.
Try to lift your left hand up off your block, or just like a small movement. You want this to be core work and balance. Take both hands up to the ceiling. Go for the bind. Grab your right toes with your left hand. With your right hand, kick up and back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, bow forward. Release your pose. Shake it out. Pound out your glutes, your thighs. Little booty slap action. Bow. Mountain. Come all the way up. Lift your toes. Hands at heart. Eagle. Left side. Left arm under right. Root down in your right foot. Left leg over right. Breath, breath, breath. Shoulder blades to touch. Separate your left toes. Maybe try to get your left foot behind your right calf. Breathe in. Exhale, elbows to knees. Pause. Fill up your lungs. Airplane pose. Left leg. Square your hips back, or square your hips down to the floor. I've got some hip stuff going on that I'm working on healing my body, so mine might be a little off. Breathe in, arms down by your sides, palms to the earth. Fill up your lungs, hands to heart. Pause, inhale, exhale, half moon, right side. Whew. If you fall out, yeah, come back in. Airplane pose or half moon. Right hand to your block, left hand to the ceiling. Left toes at 12 o'clock. Now this is all I can go on this side since I'm healing my body. If you want to go a little deeper, go for the bind. Let's see if I can do it. Nope, I can't. Grab your left foot with your right hand or your left hand. Breathe in, kick up and back. Lift your right hand up off your block. Inhale, go big half moons. Exhale, forward, fold. Flat back. Breathe in, bow. Mountain pose. Come all the way up. Hands at heart center. Pause. Tree pose. So as you get solid through your left foot, inhale your right foot to your kickstand. Your calf muscle or your inner thigh. And pull your right knee back a little bit. Hands at heart center. And if you're healing and you want to grow your tree, keep your arms, your hands close to your body. Like hold your energy in. If you're ready to grow it and expand it, lift yourself to a higher vibration, grow your tree. You can also just keep your hands at your heart center. Drop your chin to your chest. Explore what feels best to your body and your emotions, your mind, your inner spirit right now. Drishti, focus. Inhale. Exhale, right foot to the floor. Shake it out a little bit. Circle sweep your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Hands to heart. Left side. So get solid in your right foot. Kickstand, calf muscle, or inner thigh. Just avoid your knee joint. You don't want to push your knee joint to the side. Drop your chin to your chest. And when you're ready, when you feel solid in your right foot, grow your tree to the place that feels best for you. Ujjayi breath. As you inhale and exhale through your nose, create the sound of Ujjayi, the sound of the ocean. When you feel balanced out, left foot to the floor. Shake it out. Circle sweep your hands up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Dive down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Shoulder blades to your spine. Jet your heart to the wall in front of you. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Whew. Come down onto your knees. We're going to start, before we move into camel, we're going to start with toes pose. Now this is a tough pose, so you may want to get your block and your water bottle for a little support. So curl your toes under. We abuse our feet and our ankles so much. This is a moment to send them some love, some attention. So curl your toes under. This is great for stretching out your toes, the ball mounds of your feet, and the soles of your feet. If you need support, grab your block and your water bottle, just for a little support back and forth. And I've got my clock going up over here. And I'm just going to time this. We're just going to hold this for about a minute. Remember, David, you asked for this. Here you go. Sometimes the poses that we hate the most are best what our body needs. Breath, breath, breath. Keep breathing. Send oxygen where you're feeling this in your feet, in your toes. You're more than halfway there. The longest minute of your life. Now make it the shortest minute. You don't need to try hard. Simply try easy. Send breath to your feet. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Home stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good gravy. Whew. Pat the backs of your feet onto your mat. Give them a little massage. Roll out your ankles. Roll them out the opposite direction. And then take a down dog. Take soft, kind movements. Pedal out your dog a little bit. Roll out your ankle for a rinse. Opposite side. Circle it out the opposite direction. Rinse. Gently make your way to down dog. Inhale to high plank. And slowly lower down on the count of 5, 4, 3. Come down to your knees if you need to. 2 and 1. Bring one cheek to your mat. Grab a little water if you need it. Opposite cheek to your mat. Bend your knees. Drop your feet side to side. Locust pose. So bring your hands to your low back. If you have really tight shoulders, get a towel or a strap, just for a little more length. Forehead to your mat. Take a full breath in. Then gently on your exhale, press down through your hip bones. Lift up your chest. Lift up your legs off your mat. Press through the ball mounds of your feet. Stretch out your soles. Separate your toes. Go a little bigger. Press down through your pelvic bone. And exhale, release. Come all the way down to your mat. Bend your knees. Drop your feet side to side. Floor bow. We're going to take 2 of these. Start with one side, or you can start with both sides. Yogi's choice. Grab the outside edge of your ankle on your right side. Use your left hand and forearm in front of you. Then kick up and back into your hands. As I'm healing my hips, this is about the extent that I can go right now. I'll still modify the pose for my body. Modifications aren't bad, they're simply just modified, they're different. Exhale, come all the way down. Release your ankle, bend your knees, and drop your feet side to side. Left side, grab the outside edge of your left ankle, flex your ankle, kick up and back into your left hand, point your right toes. Gaze to the floor, you want to create a straight spine. Go up a little bigger. Keep pulling your knees to your center line. Full inhale to your collarbones, and then gently exhale, come all the way down. Opposite cheek, bend your knees. Drop your feet side to side. Come up to cobra pose for a few breaths. Make your way into upward facing dog for a few more breaths, or stay in cobra. Yogi's choice. Gaze over your left shoulder, full breath in. Breathe out. Gaze over your right shoulder, full breath in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Make your way onto your back for bridge pose. You may want to grab your block. So come all the way down onto your back. Bring your knees about hip width distance apart. And then on an inhale, lift your hips up to the ceiling. You can also use your block between your knees just to give yourself an idea of hip width distance. Now relax your glutes, clasp your hands underneath your low back. Let your belly button sink down towards the floor. And then gently exhale your back to your mat. Drop your knees side to side. Next, bridge or wheel. Okay, I may try wheel. I'm healing my left shoulder, so we'll give it a try. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Then take a full breath in through your nose. Then on your exhale, press down through your palms and your feet. Or you can take a second bridge. You know your body best. Take what you need. Take 3 more breaths here in your pose. And then gently come on down, one vertebra at a time. Drop your knees side to side. Next, bridge or wheel. You can also do a restorative wheel. Oh, this feels good. Restorative wheels, bring your block to your low back. And wherever you're at, gently come all the way down to your mat. Bend your knees. Drop your feet side to side. Next, bridge or wheel. If you're in restorative wheel, just hang out. You're still getting some lovely energizing benefits from your back bend. Lift your hips up to the ceiling wherever you're at. Now, if you're in wheel or bridge, inhale your right foot up to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch feet. Left foot goes up. Press your heel up towards the ceiling. Toes drop down towards your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Windshield wiper your thighs side to side. All right, last wheel or bridge. Yogi's choice. This is the best one of your life, yogis. Go. Take your back bend, bridge or wheel. Restorative back bends, hang out on your block. Take your right hand up to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. Left hand goes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to your left foot. Going around the world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch feet. Right foot goes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. And breathe. Stay with breath. Hug your knees into your chest. Oh, circle out your hips in one direction. Circle them out in the opposite direction. Happy baby pose. Grab your big toes. Bend your knees a lot. Pull your knees into your armpits. And then lengthen your left leg. Nice juicy hamstring stretch. If you can. Oh, I can't do this side. Lengthen your right leg as far as you can. Then hug your knees back to your chest. Rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Give yourself a little massage. And boat pose. Just a
small bug. So support the backs of your thighs. You can also grab your toes into high boats. I can do it on one side, but not my right side right now. So grab your toes into your boat. You choose. Hands to the ceiling, then lower down. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High boats. Hang on for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over your shins. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Rock your hips side to side. Take your gaze over your right shoulder, your left shoulder. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot up to the ceiling. Half pigeon. This is my healing side. So I'm grabbing my block just to sit on my block for my half pigeon. I'm keeping the intensity low so my foot is close to my body. If you want to increase your intensity, inhale your foot so that your shin parallels to the front edge of your yoga mat. Then come down to your comfortable edge. You can come down to your forearms. You can make your way all the way down to your forehead, to your mat, then drop your chin to your chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Quiet your mind a little bit. And gently on an inhale, come up out of your half pigeon into double pigeon. Bring your back leg up and around. Stack your shins. If you've got really tight hips, grab your block. Like if you have really tight hips or really tight hamstrings, your knee may be up a little bit, grab your block. There you go. Use your props to help support your practice. And then flex your toes. Give your ball mounds a little squeeze. Your soles, your heels, your toes. Roll out your ankles. And as you lead with your heart, drop your chin to your chest and come into your forward fold. We carry so much in our hips. So much. So many emotions. We carry so much drama, so much chaos in our hips. If you feel emotions coming up, let them go. Let them release. Feel your breath move in and out of your nostrils. And slowly on an inhale, come all the way up out of your square pose or double pigeon. And make your way into downward facing dog. Wherever your feet are at, press them back a little further, stretch them out. Then when you're ready, inhale your left foot up to the ceiling, half pigeon left side. So bring your left knee to your wrist. This side's a little better for me, so I don't need a block on this side. Your shin can be parallel or pull it close to your body. Find what works best for you. Curl your right toes under a block underneath your forehead or your chest. Can also be a nice support. Reconnect with your intention or your dedication. Thank yourself again for just making it onto your mat. Gently on an inhale, come all the way up out of your half pigeon into double pigeon. So stack your right leg on top of your left. Roll out your ankles, rinse them out, twist them. And sometimes taking your thumbs, pressing your thumbs into your feet,
Give them a little love. Press your thumbs into the ball mounds of your feet. Flex your toes together. Separate your toes with your fingers. And then gently come into your forward fold this side. Drop your chin to your chest. Keep your ankles flexed to engage the muscles in your legs. Breath, breath, breath. Relax your belly. Inhale, come all the way up out of your forward fold. Lengthen your legs, shake them out a little bit, and then slowly lower all the way down to your back. Keep your legs onto your mats. Keep your block for waterfall. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Place your block right at your tailbone, and then take your feet up towards the sky for waterfall. Your block should give you nice hip tilt to lift your legs for you. There are no muscles engaged in my legs. My block is doing all of the work. You can face your palms down towards the earth for support from Mother Earth, or you can take your palms up to the sky to receive everything that you need or you want. Our inversions, they restore our body. They change up the pressure points in which our organs sit up next to each other. And slowly lower your feet down to your mat. Lift your hips, release your blocks. Supine twist, right side. You can take eagle legs for a deeper twist. You can also place a block between your knees for a more restorative twist. Bring your arms out to a T, or cactus your arms. Gaze over your left shoulder, your opposite shoulder of whichever way your knees are folding. Take cleansing breaths. Come back to center, supine twist, left side. Try to keep your shoulders on your mat. We want our twist to detox and rinse out our spine. So with dropping your gaze over your opposite shoulder, that creates the twist all the way through your cervical spine. And gently come back to center. Grab your block. Hug your knees into your chest. Round your back. Pull your nose towards your knees. Take your deepest inhale yet of the day. Fill up your lungs. Pause. And gently exhale into final Shavasana pose. We're just going to take a small final rest. This is truly the most important pose of your practice. Come to your place of quiet, of silence, and take deep rest. slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Inhale your hands above your head, point your toes to the floor. Stretch out your body. Breathe in deep. Exhale to fetal pose, right side. Use your arms as a cushion. Hug your knees into your chest. One last time. And then keeping your eyes closed or at a soft gaze. Make your way into seated pose. And bring your hands to heart center. And let's seal our practice on this beautiful evening with one united Om. Take a full breath in. Om. Bring your hands to your forehead and bow forward. The love, the light in me, honors that in each and every one of you, magnificent, loving, brilliant, charming, incredible yogis. Namaste. Inhale, rise up. I thank you for sharing my practice with me. I was having a tough moment and I already feel so much better. So thank you, and if you ever have questions or feedback, please bring them. I love hearing back from you guys. And yeah, pay it forward. This is my gift to you. And thank you, Portia, for that lovely saying. It's good to be loved, but it's profound to be understood. Portia de Rossi, you're amazing. Thank you, Ellen, for sharing that lovely quote on your show. And continue, everybody, to send love and happiness out in this world. Namaste, you guys.